Hi everyone, and welcome to another Bass Singer First Time reaction and analysis. Today we are back with the third installment of May the Bass Be With You Volume 2 by the Bass Gang. This one featuring the wonderful, the legitimately famous, super cool that we're getting to collaborate with her, MALINDA. You all know her from TikTok and YouTube, and she's huge on streaming services and everything. Super talented singer. So cool to have her on this track. Before we jump in, I wanted to say that you guys know this whole month is Bass Gang, but I just recorded 2 videos to release after the 4th Bass Gang video comes out. I made a video for Dimash's newest song called Okay. A very big change of pace from the Dimash we are used to. And I also did a video for, drumroll please, Voice Plays cover of Enemy. Probably the most requested one I've gotten over the last couple months since it came out. So I did a pretty deep vocal analysis of that one, and it was a lot of fun to do. Of course, I'd heard it before. It is strictly a vocal analysis. Yeah, guys, today, back to the Bass Gang. This is our cover of Iris by the Goo Goo Dolls. Super iconic alternative rock song from the 90s. 1998, I believe, is when it released. Kicks you right in the emotional nards. You guys know that I love to use that phrase. It's a really good one. I love alternative rock. It's a big reason why I love this EP so much is because we're leaning towards the more alternative stuff, which is a lot of fun. And last year, Billie Eilish, fantastic. Alternative, love it. Guys, please like this video. Please subscribe to the channel. Please go check out the Bass Gang and all their socials, and the official Bass Gang Patreon has some incredible, incredible perks. And as well, if you get insight and analysis and you enjoy my videos and you're learning and I'm enriching your musical and listening experience, consider donating to my Patreon as well for as little as $1 a month. Now, you guys know the drill. I have not seen this yet. This is a beautiful moment for me. Of course, I've heard the audio and was very involved in the audio process, but I've not seen the video. So I'm going to sit back. I'm going to relax. I'm going to sip my decaf coffee because it's evening here now. And I'm going to watch the Bass Gang's cover of Iris. And then we'll break it down. Here we go.
And I'd give up forever to touch you, 'cause I know that you feel me somehow. You're the closest to heaven that I'll ever be, and I don't wanna go home right now.
And all I can taste is this moment, and all I can breathe is your life. And sooner or later it's over.
I just don't wanna miss you tonight.
And I don't want the world to see me, 'cause I don't think that they'd understand. When everything's made to be broken, I just want you to know who I am. And you can't find the tears that ain't coming. All the moment of truth in your eyes. When everything feels like the movies. Yeah, you bleed just to know you're alive. And I don't want the world to see me, 'cause I don't think that they'd understand. When everything's made to be broken, I just want
Come on, Bobby.
you to know who I am. I can taste this moment.
Ooh, ooh. Look at these colors.
All is
Let's go. man. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. Hits in a very different way than Centuries, for example. I was not expecting so much cool change in the color scheme going on in the backgrounds. That was really, I should have guessed because, so this is edited by Nicole, Bobby's sister, who is in film school right now. She's the one who edited Bury a Friend, a really brilliant video editor. It's also worth mentioning that this is not quite the final version. So there are a few, maybe you'll be able to see them, maybe not, on the little screen in the bottom right hand of what you're, or bottom left hand of what you're looking at. But it's not quite finished. There's a few minor details. We've really been kind of up against the wall getting this one released in time. People are busy. Melinda's a very busy, very successful singer. So we've had to push back a little bit, and it's just a little later than we've expected. So there's a few minor things that will be fixed by the time the video goes public, which, as of right now, is tomorrow. Anyway, really, really wonderful. And just as a kind of overarching theme, I'm sure you guys could hear a slight difference in the overall sound of the production, especially in the vocal percussion. This was mixed by Johnny Stewart of the Wellerman, and he is now going into a cappella mixing full time. And he's really, 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 really good at it. You can just tell how clean everything is and just how professional and polished and how everything pops. So it's just a really brilliant, polished sound to it. And now it's so cool to have the video to accompany. So overarching thoughts, very happy with it, very pleased. Can't wait to see the final bit with those little minor video things fixed. But for now, let's go back. Let's talk about what's going on vocally. There's a lot of cool stuff. The first thing worth pointing out is that this arrangement by Bobby is a much more traditional kind of a cappella arrangement. So with the bass gang stuff, we all sing pretty much all the voice parts from low bass up to, occasionally Tommy and I up on like high soprano. This one, Bobby really took it and he did it more traditional, where there's really one singer on each voice part. Not necessarily one line per person. Sometimes there might be some multi-tracking going on with one person doing more than one line, but it's all one person on each voice part. So I believe it was Bobby on bass, I think Marwan on baritone, Tommy on tenor 2, me on tenor 1, and of course Melinda doing the highest soprano parts, up to a D6, I think. So that's why you hear in this, it's a very different sound from what you're probably used to when listening to the bass gang. Timbrally, it's different. Arrangement-wise, it's different. Just the kind of assortment of how the voice parts are meshed together and how they're glued together and how they weave together in and out. It's all different from what you've heard before. And I think it was brilliant on Bobby's part because it takes us out of being, now definitely we were not one-dimensional before, but this really opens up a window to do different kinds of songs, different kinds of arrangements. I think with this album, we have this song, which is very different from what we've done before, and then we have Tommy taking us out of the a cappella world with Mad World, where the drum samples were actual drum samples. So between these two, I really think we've opened up some doors for us to explore other kinds of a cappella, other genres, and, the world is becoming our oyster. So with that said, let's go back and take it from the top with Melinda opening up this solo. And I like how Bobby started this very stripped down, just solo, and then Johnny did some very cool atmospheric work in the sound design. It's a great start.
And I'd give up forever to touch you, 'cause I know that you feel me somehow. You're the closest to heaven that I'll ever be, and I don't wanna go home right now.
So Melinda's obviously taking a very, very soft, breathy, floaty, not much vocal fold closure approach to this opening line. It's a great place to start. High A's, believe it or not, that is, it's of course very high for the biological male voice types to sing high A's in chest, but it's also kind of high for the biological female voice types to sing high A's in chest too. Like I've said before in videos, usually an untrained female voice will have to flip into their head voice / falsetto when they get up about around a high B. So this section here, D4 to A4, Malinda's already, instead of taking that up into her chest and belting, which I know she can, she's intentionally flipping it to keep it very light, keep it breathy, keep it soft, keep it in a very intimate place before we start adding voices in and the intensity starts revving up. So, with that said, let's back up about 10 seconds, get the second half of this introduction, and then we'll move forward. Also, I love this this smoke. I don't know, it's a really cool editing effect that Nicole did. She did some really interesting stuff akin to this in the Bury a Friend video. I love it. I think it adds so much. It's so much more interesting and dynamic than if there was just if it was just black with Malinda there. We have this kind of hazy smoke thing going on here, like a fog machine. Very cool. Cool choice by Nicole.
To heaven that I'll ever be, and I don't wanna go home right now.
And all I can taste is this moment, and all I can breathe is your life.
So it's cool. So each phrase, Bobby's adding an extra voice part. And I love how there's breaks in between them. So it gives us a second to breathe, and then it re-engages, and then we're re-engaged, and it gives us a second to breathe again. It's really nice. And again, just the mixing done by Johnny is just fantastic. These voices just blend so beautifully together.
And all I can taste is this moment, and all I can breathe is your life.
All I can breathe is your life. That's my line. So I'm like up in either a low falsetto or a really high chest voice the whole time. And I'll get into some notes about that later. There we are. There's the crew. All right, let's keep going.
And sooner or later it's over.
I like the kind of ghost Malindas we have in the background here. That kind of adds and fits in really well with the smog. We've got like the main Malinda. Right now, Malinda's on the higher part of the solo, and I'm doing the octave down. And I remember there was a bit of back and forth here because I needed to match her rhythm in the way she was delivering the speech, delivering the language. Just like I mentioned in Mad World when I had to go back and re-record that last part of the solo to do it based on Elliot, because Elliot was the main part of that solo. Same thing happened here with Malinda. So it's about matching cadence here, and of course that's really easy to do in a live setting because you just figure it out on the spot. But this is of course like I shoot mine, then Malinda records hers, and I say, oh, that's a little different, go back, record mine. And we got it to the point here where it's pretty darn lined up as far as our voices and being in sync.
And all I can breathe is your life, and sooner or later it's over.
I just don't wanna miss you tonight.
Still maintain that very soft, breathy, intimate, because we know it's coming. We know we've got a long way to build here to get to the climax of this thing. I love the light, the kind of spotlight happening in the background. Another very cool touch from Nicole.
And I don't want the world to see me, 'cause I don't think that they'd understand when everything's made to be broken. I just want you to know who I am.
Very cool. Getting to sing a duet with Malinda in a professional video setting. Very cool. Very cool. And I must say, I think our voices sound very nice together. I think they blend really well when we're both going for this light, breathy, kind of intimate approach. I think it works really well. I'm very, very happy with how that turned out. Super cool. And there's one part of the arrangement I want to point out that I think is just a very nice touch from Bobby. Ooze blend, we know ooze blend really well. This part. I love that. I love that delay, and not a short delay. and not any kind of like round action where it's like one person, one person, one person. Malinda and I sing the solo line. There's a pretty long break, and then in a different rhythm, we come in Bobby, Tommy, Marwan with the harmonies. Really, really, really nice touch from Bobby.
When everything's made to be broken, I just want you to know who I am.
A G1 sub from Bobby, I think. Yeah, I think a G1 sub from Bobby there. Very subtle. I like that. I love it when bass lines are subtle. Not in your face, not showing off. It's like, let's do a well-blended traditional a cappella song and let's knock it out of the park. That's what we're doing here with Iris. I'm very, very happy about it. I want to give a quick shout out to Tommy's hair. Tommy went all in for the idea in the storyboard was post-prom depression and like disheveled formality. So I'm wearing like my very nice tux shirt and tux jacket. It's just like disheveled and like the cufflinks are undone. And there's like a similar thing going on here, but Tommy really went in for like the emo hair. Love it. That's commitment right there.
And you can't find the tears that ain't coming. All the moment of truth in your lies.
Oh, when those drums come in, how sick is that? I mean, they just fucking punch, man. It's just like the crispest vocal samples. So Bobby did do the perk for this, and I think Johnny also added some of his own vocal perk samples in there as well, and then just like really knows how to mix it. I mean, it sounds like how the beatboxing does in like a voice play song. Now, none of us can beatbox anywhere like good grief, anywhere as well as Lane. Obviously not. But as far as the quality of the sound of the beatboxing, it's like right there. I'm still adjusting to the lack of humidity and altitude in Santa Fe. That's why you hear me clearing my throat and stuff. Getting better, though. Getting better. Anyway, when those drums come in, I mean, that just hits.
And you can't find the tears that ain't coming. All the moment of truth in your lies.
So I love that. So again, alternating back and forth between vowels and then repeating the text of the chorus. It's great.
When everything feels like the movies. Yeah, you bleed just to know you're alive.
And Bobby really got to show off his upper chest range in this song. Bleed. Up to high F sharp there. Oops, spilled some water on my iPad. Up to a high F sharp there. And I think bleed just to know. Bleed. Yeah, high F sharps, high E's. And then I think he also he hits something crazy low there too on the bass line.
Yeah, you bleed just to know you're alive.
Yeah, another G there. I think that one might be chest actually from Bobby. I got up to, this is one of the big bell moments for me.
Yeah, you bleed
just to know you're alive. Up to a high G for me, sustained and full chest. This is a very belty song. Actually, the whole last chorus, you can't really hear it because we're all singing, and I think Bobby's voice is highlighted more because he's the one that arranged this song. But I think at least me, Bobby, and Marwan all sang the last chorus. No, Tommy did too. We all sang the last chorus in the original octave, and I sang the hell full chest out of all those high A's in the final chorus, and it was among the most proud I've been after a recording session. It was like really pushing myself vocally. Like not doing anything unsafe, but like really testing the limits of my chest range. I mean, it's high A's, high A's and chest for basses is like way up there.
And everything feels like the movies. Yeah, you bleed just to know you're alive. And I don't want the world to see me.
So there's high A's from Bobby, and I don't know if he's mixing it or full chest. As far as I knew before this video, high A is way higher than I thought Bobby could sing in full chest. So I don't know if he's doing a full chest. It sounds, just like the weight of it sounds mixy. It sounds like a really nice, well-supported mix. But either way, I mean, the quality of this guy's range from low G to high A is bonkers. So it's really cool to hear him sing up there. I really haven't heard that before. Like when I first heard this mix, I was like, Bobby, What? Where you been hiding that, bro?
Yeah, you bleed just to know you're alive. And I don't want the world to see me, 'cause I don't think that they'd understand.
Bobby on the top, Marwan on the bottom.
When everything's made to be broken, I just want you to know who I am.
There's another high belt. I can't taste this moment. That was all chest, all high G's there. And I love in this section how the AR positioning keeps changes. That's pretty standard, but the background keeps changing. And I love this cool, blurry lighted background that Nicole chose. I think it's perfect for the vibe of the song. Oh man, I love that purple one. Hold up. Look at that color. Oh, that's really stunning. That color palette is really something. Oh man, beautiful. Yeah, Melinda. Come on. That's a cool thing. Bobby throws in this major chord, like not in the... It's almost like a borrowed chord from another key. Pretty, I mean, it sticks out like a sore thumb, but it also works. It's very much, in my opinion, like when Tommy chose to create that little major section in Mad World. Very similar to that. A really cool choice. And, you know, this bridge section's pretty repetitive, so just a cool choice to keep things creative and interesting. Bobby is a really talented arranger. He seriously is. Then bring it back. Bring it down and...
I don't want the world to see me, 'cause I don't think that they understand.
Let's fucking go, dude. I think all of us, all these four basses are ripping high A's in chest or some kind of very chesty mix. Very proud of that. And the quality that it all came out. Oh, the boys. I'm just proud of my boys. I'm proud of my boys. And to have Melinda here on this track too, really special. This is a magical thing happening right here. And I'm still obsessed with Tommy's hair. Tommy. You sexy bastard, you. Look at that hair. All right, let's keep going. I got to hear this build up into this final. Once again, that was epic.
And I don't want the world to see me, 'cause I don't think that they understand.
Everything's meant to be broken.
I just want you to know who I am. I just want you to know who I am.
Gotta highlight that. Want you to know who I am. From Marwan there, super high chest. Now I remember Marwan sent this into us and he was like, guys, listen to what I just did for Iris. And I was like, oh my God, I have to try that. And so I also sang that line with the high belt, but I guess Bobby and Johnny decided to use Marwan's, which makes sense. You don't need a bunch. It actually is probably more powerful to have one voice on that part as opposed to two. So I think it's a good choice, and that is Marwan getting to showcase a part of his range he, I don't think, ever has before, whereas you guys have heard me, everyone's heard me do high notes and high chest notes, so I think it's a really awesome showcase of Marwan's upper chest limit. I mean, he lets this high A rip, dude. It's astronomical.
I just want you to know who I am. I just want you to know who I am.
Another G1 subharmonic from Bobby. I love that ending. What's next? So, I think it's from D major.
I just want you to know who I am.
let's figure something out. Got a low G there. Major 7. I think of a major 7 suspended 4. So D, F sharp, A, C sharp, G, or G in the bass.
Just want you to know who I am.
Nice. That's my jazz face. Me and my friends and I do this funny thing. I used to be in a jazz singing group, and I think jazz is amazing now. One of my close friends is a very successful, famous jazz singer. Love jazz, phenomenal, crazy musicianship. But of course, if you're in a singing group in high school, your big brother's going to make fun of you. So whenever we were doing anything jazz related, he would go, "Yeah, you like jazz?" And so we call it the jazz face. And whenever, if any of me and my hometown friends are hanging out and like jazz comes on, we'll just look at each other like, jazz. And that was a very jazzy chord. Yep. D major, suspended 4. D major 7, suspended 4. And it's cool that the 4 was in the bass too. You got the G1 on the bass there. Wow. Oh man. Really, really good. Really good. I cannot wait to see the fully final polished product with those little minor video things worked out. But I mean, it's really great. I love what Nicole did with the video. I love what Bobby did with the arrangement. I love what Johnny did with the mix. It's really, really, really wonderful. And again, just so proud and happy to be a part of it. Like every time I watch these videos, I'm like, seriously? Like I get to be on screen with these awesome, super talented people. Crazy. Humbled. Awesome. And that's it for today, guys. Please go check out the Bass Gang. Go subscribe to their channel. If you watch this video, go subscribe to the Bass Gang channel. Go check out the Patreon. Seriously amazing perks. Like one of the perks for the upper tiers is we will get together on a Zoom call and we will all be like basically thanking you, and we'll send you a video of us thanking you personally for supporting us. That's one. You can put in requests for us to do stuff on TikTok. Any song you want, we'll do it. Some really, really great perks. It's super cool. And we're going to be very active on all our socials and our Patreon. And of course, we're going to try and start putting out more covers. Obviously not weekly. You guys know how much work goes into each one of these, but more often than we have been. So things to look forward to. And as always, please like this video. Please subscribe to my channel. Please go support me on Patreon if you are gaining enjoyment to your musical experience through these videos. And from the feedback from you guys, I would say overwhelmingly, you guys do really appreciate the analysis and you learn things. And that's everything. For me, like I've said before, this channel is like 80% entertainment, 80% analysis, 20% entertainment. These are a little more entertaining because you get to see me watch the whole reaction straight through, watch the whole video straight through. And I've got 26 seconds left. So I'm going to sign off. Guys, thanks so much for watching the third installment of May the Bass Be With You, Volume 2. And I'll see you next week for my contribution, which I am so proud of. And yeah, I'll see you then. Bye.